Thank God we just filled up before we went in. We were deciding whether to fill up. or not.
This meeting's called to order.
Filled up.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to mention a couple of things. We are having technical difficulties this morning, so some of our counselors are joining us by virtual and they're having problems getting on, so that's partly why we're late. Also, I want to mention that until the end of September, our council will be meeting at Fruit Ridge Line at the Masonic Lodge. So starting today till the end of September, I just am letting everyone know that. And I believe one of our counselors has now joined us that was joining virtually, so we can start the meeting. So the first item up is adoption of minutes.
Be it resolved that the minutes of the meeting held on June 28th, 2022 be adopted.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Mennel and Deputy Warden Marks. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor?
I am
That's
connected.
carried. Good morning, Councillor Martin.
Good morning.
Are there any
Mayor.
disclosures of pecuniary? Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof? Seeing none. There are no presenting petitions, presentations, and delegations. So we will be moving to committee of the whole. So the resolution, please.
Be it resolved that we do now move into committee of the whole.
Moved and seconded by Councillor Purcell and Councillor Jones. All those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. Reports of council. First one is Welcome Home Video Campaign. Resolution, please.
Be it resolved that the report titled Welcome Home Video Campaign from the Interim Manager of Economic Development and Tourism dated July 4th, 2022 be received and filed.
Moving someone to second. Councillor Jones and seconded by Councillor Jaguar. And I will turn this over to Carolyn. Good morning, Carolyn.
Good morning. Thank you, Warden French. Through you to Council. In 2021, we started working with a local videographer to create a series of videos that feature each of our 7 municipalities. The theme of the video series is Welcome Home, and it focuses on the experiences that make a place feel like home. So as we open up after the pandemic, these videos are designed to encourage residents to re-explore their community and to feel a sense of pride for where they live, work, and play. Watching these videos, residents will see familiar sights, people, and establishments, reminding them of why they chose Elgin County to be their home. So beginning today, we will kick off our Welcome Home campaign through our social media platforms. The campaign will begin with a county-wide video, which we're going to see soon, and I'm very excited to share with you. And we will encourage residents and visitors to engage by asking them why they're proud to call Elgin County home, or why they consider Elgin County a home away from home. So coinciding with the social media campaign, a 30-second video spot will be playing on CTV2 for a period of 4 weeks. And this video will encourage residents and visitors to come and explore Elgin County. And through our social media campaign, we hope to build resident pride. And building on this sense of pride, the Come and Explore video will encourage residents to explore their own backyards. This is especially important right now as the increase in the price of gas is anticipated to influence how far people are willing to travel for their vacation. And this video will give people options that are closer to home. And also beginning in July, our social media campaign will feature each municipal video for a period of 1 week. And we will encourage local residents to let us know why they love their municipality. During this week, we will also highlight businesses and tourism destinations in that local municipality. Following each local video campaign, we will share this video with the local municipality so they can use it at their events, play it in arenas, use it on their websites, we will be sharing those with the local councils as well as we visit them throughout July and August. I would also like to thank Lindsay and Jessica for their hard work on this campaign. They really contributed to the videos. And now I'm excited to share the videos with you.
Nestled along Lake Erie's North Shore, Elgin County is a place where you can unwind and savor the moment. where you can push boundaries and find new adventure around every corner. Breathtaking shorelines, rolling countryside, vibrant towns and villages. Elgin is not just a place to live in, it is a place to grow in, where the local dining experience truly is field to fork, and agriculture is more than just a way of life. It is something to be celebrated. Life is beautiful in Elgin County. Welcome home.
So this is the minute-long video that will be featured on our social media campaign, and we will now see the 30-second ad for CTV.
Search out new roads and find hidden gems. A destination that just keeps getting better. Elgin County is waiting for you to come and explore.
We are very excited that that ad will start playing today on CTV2. And again, that is for London, the Windsor area, and the Kitchener area as well. So with that, I would be pleased to answer any questions.
Thank you, Carolyn. Questions for Carolyn? Councillor Mennel?
Just a comment, that was very professional, so congratulations, Caroline. I think it'll really attract people to come to Elgin County.
Thank you.
Any further comments?
Well done.
All right, so that was excellent. And actually, I'm really pleased with some of the other material that you've sent out too, Carolyn. So your staff and your group that work together so well, you do. It's fantastic. So thank you for all your hard work. And Councillor McPhail.
Yes, Madam Warren, through you. Is there any way of tracking feedback we receive on this?
Yes, through you, Madam Wardham, on our Facebook page and Instagram page, we will be keeping track of the views, the likes, the shares, the comments, and we will be tracking that for a future end of the year report to council.
Any further comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. The next item up is parking bylaw amendment, Port Stanley. Resolution, please.
Be it resolved that the report titled Parking Bylaw Amendment, Port Stanley, from the General Manager of Engineering, Planning and Enterprise and Deputy CIO dated July 12th, 2022, be received and filed, and that bylaw 20-05, being a consolidated bylaw for the regulation of traffic, including parking on county roads, be amended to establish 2-hour limited parking between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and within the following road sections. Bridge Street, County Road 4, from the west property limits of Carlow Road to the east limits of Colburn Street, being a distance of 290 meters. Colburn Street, County Road 4, from the south limit of Bridge Street to the north limit of Warren Street, being a distance of 1,140 meters. Joseph Street, County Road 23, from the east limits of Colburn Street to the east limits of East Road, being a distance of 280 meters.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Mennel and seconded by Councillor Ketchapwa. And I'll turn it over to Brian.
Thank you, Madam.
Morning, Brian.
To you and through to council. As per the recommendation, the details are before you. This is in response to an amended resolution received by council from the municipality of Central Elgin. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay, are there any questions for Brian? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you.
Madam Warden,
Oh, yes, go ahead, Councillor Martin.
I'm not certain how I'm supposed to vote because I can't use video. And do you want me to raise hand or what do you want me to do to show whether I vote?
I'll ask the staff how they want to approach that.
So you can say yay or nay or abstain, Councillor
Okay.
Martin. So
Thank
that
you.
would be.
I was trying to raise my hand, but then my video, if I left it on, you guys, I didn't see any of the tourism videos or anything. I just saw the words. So thank you. I will say yay or nay.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Martin. The next item up is parking bylaw amendment, Union Road. Resolution, please.
Be it resolved that the report titled Parking Bylaw Amendment Union Road from the General Manager of Engineering, Planning and Enterprise and Deputy CAO dated July 12th be received and filed, and that bylaw 20-05 being a consolidated bylaw for the regulation of traffic, including parking on county roads, be amended to establish a restricted parking area on Union Road as follows. Union Road, County Road 20, from 645 meters south of Talbot Line to 870 meters south of Talbot Line on both the east and west side of Union Road.
Someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Jones and Councillor Purcell, and I'll turn it back over to you, Brian.
Thank you, Madam Warren. Through you to council, here again, staff recently received a resolution from Township of Southwold Council requesting on-street parking prohibition. The details are before you. Be happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions for Brian? Councillor Mennel, go ahead.
Ed and I just want to explain what a park hitch is.
That was a typo.
Councillor Jones.
Thank you, Madam Warden. Just a comment. It's unfortunately we had to go to this route, but we've had participants at the soccer fields choose to park on the road, flocking tractor and equipment movement in the spring. When there's ample amount of parking for them, it's just a shorter route to their soccer field, unfortunately.
Okay, are there any further comments or questions? Okay, all those in favor?
Yes.
Thank you, Councillor Martin, and that's carried. The next item up is council correspondence. So I guess what we'll do with this is we'll have a discussion about it and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to open it up. Are there any comments pertaining to this letter? Deputy Warden Marks.
I guess I was quite surprised. I had an email from our CEO, Paul Shipway. Central Elgin only found out about this. And confusion, people make mistakes. I don't know what happened, but anyway, but it sort of hit me. That is our prime commercial industrial base there, the corner, right across from Comfort Inn, that corner. We've wanted that to be developed for years and years. And now all of a sudden with this decision, the only access we'll have is way down off Yarmouth Center, which is 3 miles away. Just seemed to be very discouraging. And then you think all the development, things that'll have to be done on Yarmouth Center. So I kind of wondered, do you think the county's going to take that over? It just boggles my mind that the province would do this. And it couldn't make it more difficult for Central Elgin to develop that corner. And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Are there any
Madam-
further? Oh, go ahead, Councillor Martin.
Yes, and I would echo what Deputy Mayor Marks has said. It's not just the corner. Our industrial commercial zone goes from that corner all the way to Yarmouth Center Road on the north side, and there's over 900 acres there of zoned industrial commercial land that's been zoned for over 60 years as industrial commercial land. And that was our job site challenge, and now the province are making it virtually very difficult and very expensive for Central Elgin to even develop that. And we were not told about the bylaw thing, the Highway 3 bypass. We were told it was canceled for Malahide and Elmer, but not for Central Elgin. So I'm curious about how this came through in April, and we were never even notified.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Martin. Are there any other comments, questions? Go ahead, Councillor McPhail.
I can't support any agreement with anybody to the current conditions of what's going on.
Other comments? How does council want to approach this? And maybe I'll talk to Brian about this as well and get him on the conversation Have you got anything to add to this, Brian, that maybe would help us out?
Yeah, through you, Madam Warden. This letter was received in advance of a delegation with MTO staff at Ontario Good Roads Conference this past spring. Unbeknownst to county staff, along with Central Elgin staff, it was our understanding that the designation would not be removed until Minister Mulroney's conditions had been confirmed and support by County Council was provided to them. Unbeknownst to us, as confirmed late yesterday afternoon, ministry staff have confirmed that the designation has been revoked. They've further indicated and have provided copy of a Highway 3 traffic feasibility study for which, if council recalls, no longer participated in that about 2 years ago now. Ministry staff concluded that study and have confirmed that expansion of Highway 3, now that the designation has been removed, east of St. Thomas, is anticipated at some point in future. They further go on to say that highway access and development adjacent to the existing highway corridor, so the lands for which we're talking about, will be limited with respect to access. So at this point in time, suggestion with the word limited does seem to indicate that there may be consideration and contemplation of an access supported by a traffic impact study, but there's no guarantee with the use of the word limited. With that, I'd be happy to answer any further comments.
So with Brian's report, are there any further comments or questions?
Yes, Madam Warden.
Go ahead.
I think that we need to recommend the province personally. I think this is very underhanded and it's not transparent. They didn't follow what they said they were going to do, according to what Brian has reported, that they was to go to us for consultation and never did as a county. And certainly Central Elgin have never been notified, except now we've received this letter and we're very disturbed by the whole thing because it really, for some reason, it's punishing Central Elgin. And I think that we need to reprimand the province behavior.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Martin. Did you have your hand up, Councillor Jones?
No, Madam Warden.
Okay. Councillor Purcell.
If the warden is willing, I think it's probably a good time to set up an in-person meeting with the minister and just understand the thinking on both sides. Sounds like there's certainly a miscommunication happening. And I wouldn't wait for something like AMO. I would just request a meeting right away. This minister is pretty easy to talk to when you manage to get in person with her, so.
Go ahead, Deputy Warden.
Well, I'd support that, but I want to just sort of underline that it's a huge miscommunication, huge. And like Madam Mayor Martin made the comment that has been there 80 years waiting to be developed. And it just boggles your mind. Can you imagine if we wanted to go to Shaw's Ice Cream, we had to drive down there 4 or 5 miles, come around the corner. We'd be all upset. And so then we're going to have to ask all the traffic, it just, you couldn't put a bigger impediment in front of it. So yeah, look, and not even, if we have a meeting, maybe they need to come down and take a look at it. Because if you go up the road, there's access on the other side. I just don't get it. You couldn't make it any more difficult for us to develop. And that is the mix of commercial, industrial tax base that Central Elgin is trying to develop for years and years. Otherwise, we just become an old bedroom community with the high taxes. So I'm real upset. I led the delegation and down good roads and never, I thought they understood it. And then I find this out and wow, no, I'm really disappointed.
Okay, any further comments?
Yes, Madam Warden.
Yes, go ahead, Counselor Martin.
I liked Councillor Purcell's suggestion, and what I would add, though, that I think Central Elgin staff and mayor, deputy mayor, et cetera, should be included in the delegation.
Okay, thank you, Counselor Martin. So I'll turn it over to Julie. Have you got enough information from council to get this thing going so that we can get to the bottom of it?
Sure, I would suggest resolution be that the warden be directed to seek a meeting with the Ontario Minister of Transportation to discuss Elgin County's concerns regarding the bypass designation, and further that Central Elgin be invited to attend should we be successful securing a meeting with the minister.
Okay, so everyone's happy with that resolution? Can I get someone to move it and second it? Councilor Purcell and Deputy Warden Marks. Any further questions or comments? Do you have another comment, Councilor McPhail?
That our local MPP will CC on all information.
Yes.
Anything further before we vote? Okay, all those in favor?
Yes.
Okay, that's carried. Thank you. Okay, we'll move into other business statements and inquiries by members. Notice of motion. Matters of urgency. Okay, closed meeting items.
Be it resolved that we do now proceed into closed meeting session in accordance with the Municipal Act to discuss under Municipal Act Section 239(2), in-camera item number 1, which is contract negotiations, in-camera item number 2, which is an organizational update.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Ketchbaugh and Councillor Mennel, all those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. Motion to rise and report.
Be it resolved that we do now rise and report.
Someone to move and someone to second. Deputy Warden Marks and seconded by Councillor Jiguer. All those in favor? And that's carried. Next item is in camera item 1.
Be it resolved that staff proceed as directed.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Ketchbaugh and Councillor Jones. All those in favor? And that's carried. And next item is in camera item number 2.
Be it resolved that that the report from the CAO be received.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Purcell and Councillor McPhail. All those in favor? And that's carried. The next item is motion to adopt recommendations from the committee of the whole.
Be it resolved that we do now adopt recommendations from the Committee of the Whole.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second, please. Councillor Mennel and seconded by Councillor Jones. All those in favor? That's carried. Okay, next item is consideration of bylaws.
Read a first, second, and third read of bylaw number 22-31, being a consolidated bylaw for the regulation of traffic, including parking on county roads, and to repeal bylaw number 22. I think there's a delay.
Did you have a question?
I think she said yes.
Mark. Yes.
Did you want to move that, Councillor Martin? I think that's what you were saying. And seconded by Councillor Mennel. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you. And the next item, please.
First, second, and third read of bylaw number 22-32, being a consolidated bylaw for the regulation of traffic, including parking on county roads.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second. Warden and Councillor Jones. All those in favor? That's carried.
Yeah.
Can you call her cell phone?
Should we carry on or wait till we hear from Councilor Martin?
Oh, that's okay. Carry on.
Next item.
Be it a first, second, and third read of bylaw 22-33, being a bylaw to confirm proceedings of the municipal council of the corporation of the county of Elgin at the July 12th, 2022 meeting.
Okay, someone to move and someone to second. Councillor Ketchapah and Councillor Jagger, are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? And that's carried. Our next resolution, please.
Oh, no. Hear me.
Councillor Martin, did you have a question?
She voted yes.
Oh, okay. And our next resolution, please.
Be it resolved that we do now adjourn at 10:13 a.m. to meet again on July 20th, 2022 at 9:00 a.m.
Deputy Warden Marks and seconded by Councillor Jagger. All those in favor? And that's carried. Thank you.